Right, moving on. We are going to do now our 10 worst Premier League January signings ever because we did the best ones last week.
And you all loved it so much.
And that means this week we do worst.
Table.
Both of my hands are here.
So what's that?
Oh. Don't you worry.
And I'm going first this time.
No, you're not.
I'm not going first in bloody ages.
No. I'm
That's
going to go
not true.
first.
It is true.
You go first on one
gonna
out
go
of
first
every
'cause-
2 segments.
No, I don't.
Quick heads up before we crack on. Today's clip is sponsored by Dabble. Every single week, Dabble is going to drop £100 into a random pitchside viewer's account. No catch, no competition, no pick a 14-leg acca. It just lands in your account as £100 cash. All you need to do to be in with a chance is sign up to Dabble using the promo code pitchside. That's it. If you're in, you're eligible. Then each week, one pitchside listener gets surprised with a free £100 sitting in their account ready to use. Woo-hoo! Get involved, place a bet, and see what happens. If you're already on Dabble, check your account right now. So if you're not already on there, download Dabble, sign up with the code pitchside, and you might wake up one week with £100 in cash waiting for you. 18 plus only, new and existing customers using code pitchside. T&Cs apply. Please gamble responsibly at gambleaware.org. I'm going to go first because I'm just one-upped you. I've just big dogged you.
I only did it off
I've just
people
alpha
actually-
mailed you.
No,
Sit down, little boy. Anti-football man.
Yeah, I knew he was going to bring this speech up again. You vacuum little. Carry
Right, I'm going to go straight in at the deep end. I had to bring an Albion player into this, but I don't know if you lot will remember this. We signed Daniel Sturridge in January
I do remember that.
for one season, and we thought, we're safe.
Yeah.
I think 2 games in, didn't play another game because he got injured.
How much
On
you
a
signed
perm?
for?
He's on loan.
on.
That's why he's 10th.
Yeah, I've got my loan.
Number 9. I didn't realise this, and I'd completely forgot about him.
Still a signing. Loan's still a signing.
Do you know who I'm going to say here? Leicester player.
Christensen.
Yes.
He's high for me, but yeah.
23 million they signed him for.
Didn't
He
think of
was
it.
there for 6 months, went to Bologna, then just never played again.
Yeah.
How much you got to Bologna for?
And to add to that, Leicester were relegated by
Yeah.
the time
Wait,
he
the
came
centre
back.
half?
No, left back.
Left back.
How much did he get
Danish-
sold
At the
for?
time, he was the most expensive Danish
Super League
outport.
export, yeah, yeah.
Danish, yeah.
How much did he get sold for, do you know?
Not a lot, I don't think.
Mate, he played like 2 games, then got sent off to Italy.
How do you know
And
so
then
much about them?
and then
did
come back,
research.
and then come back, and was.
Wait, did you not research
When you're a Leicester fan.
Oh, yeah.
That's the joke I was trying to make.
Number 8.
Go on.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
I have an idea.
I know who you're going to say. Boom Sung.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's who my head is.
Do you know the thing? We always play games, and I always bring him up. He's one that always sticks in my head. I remember when they signed him, he came with such a big reputation, and at the time it was big money, wasn't it? Was it like 8
I've
million?
got
Which
the
in 2004 was it's some Rangers, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was
Oh,
from
Rangers.
Rangers. Yeah, just to add to it,
Yeah,
he came
I've
for
written it
8
down.
mil, he got injured, and then a few months later we sold him for 3.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what's...
He weren't even that. He was terrible.
Hey, guys,
Yeah.
we've all done the research, right? Do you want some extra info about that transfer?
yeah.
Previous to, the window before, he was available for free.
Yeah, he
And
was.
the transfer was so bad, it got investigated.
3 months
shit.
before he
is,
could have been signed.
I
for
can
free.
barely remember that era of like Newcastle because I was so young, but I just remember Boom Song and shit. Him and Capassa, I just remember both those being
And
shit.
Albert Luque. You had some shitters
Why,
back then.
really
do
bad
we
ones.
remember Boom Sung so
Name.
much?
I think
Name,
his
innit?
name, and he did come with a big reputation.
He was shit.
And back then, that was a lot of money.
8 million quid
Yeah.
for money.
Not money.
Same as dog shit.
7th, I've gone St. Tosun for Everton.
Okay.
27 million. And
Complete.
he
Fucking hell.
was... Do you remember that classic video where Rondon's coming off and he's coming on, and it's like
I don't remember
the
this.
worst substitution of all time?
Oh, what, 1 for 1?
Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6, I got Chris Samba.
Mate,
Yeah.
going back to the Everton, like, their number 9s over the years have been
Them and West
so
Ham. There was a few
shit.
West Ham I could have put in here,
You know, when he signed for QPR, they put him 100 grand a week.
and they signed him for 12 million.
Fucking hell, lads, we've all done research here. Look at us brainboxing. This is
Yeah.
class, mate.
Redknapp then resigned a few days later. They got relegated.
And it fucked QPR for years. That did those
Yep.
transfers, the amount of money they spent.
They
Samba
were
and
living
Sid-
in that period though.
Yeah.
He told the fans to get over
They
it.
lived the dream.
They lived the dream.
You know, he told the fans to get over it.
Who?
That he signed. He said we shouldn't be putting on players on high wages. They then signed Chris Samba on 100 grand. He said, told him to get over
Didn't
it.
they have like at the same time when it like Julio Cesar and all that as well? It was like mental.
Did Samba come from Russia at that
Yeah,
point?
and
When
then
they
he
had
went-
all
then
the
he
money
went
as
back
well.
to Angie Makalakala, and now they don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore. It's mad.
5th, Wilfried Zaha to Man
Oh.
United.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just didn't really
Well, a bit
cost
lower.
much, did he? At that point,
He did cost a bit.
did he? I can't.
Mate, he played 4 times for them.
Yeah.
And then went on loan back to
They
Palace
should have
straight away
stuck
for that
by him,
season.
you
Then
know.
went on loan to Cardiff, then back to Palace.
Yeah.
And then back to Palace.
Yeah, he loves Palace.
Number 4, I've only put. He could be higher, and I think you lot may have him higher, but he did have some moments. I went Torres.
It's got to be higher.
But I think the three above were worse.
Yeah. I mean, I had an
mine.
argument top three interchangeable.
He's got 20 goals in 3 seasons.
and in the
games.
semi-final
No, but he scored
goal.
some big goals
Yeah,
for them.
this-
He did.
I know semi-final. Yeah, I know, but he wasn't.
That's Torres, mate.
I know he had a bit of a dip towards the end of Liverpool, but he was arguably one of the best strikers in the world.
Not when they signed him, he weren't. He was crap.
I say
It was really like
Big
actually.
wash.
But do you know what didn't do any
They
favours?
signed him a year too late.
Yeah.
Do you know what he didn't do
it
any
was.
favours? He kept missing sitters.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
No,
Do you
it was
remember?
actually confusing to
He
watch.
kept missing like open
But
goals.
he,
was
did,
mental.
but he did have moments. That's why he's fourth. Third, I've gone Andy Carroll.
Yeah.
Because the amount they spent on him at the
35
time.
million. He
Fuck me.
just came from the championship essentially.
That's
Then
like
it's
80 million now. It's fucking insane. Second, I've gone Alexis Sanchez to Man United. And first,
I know what you're going to say. You're going to
Ballon
say
d'Or.
I never said he was going to
Yeah, you did.
You said it.
Ballon d'Or.
Who is it?
Because he
Who is it?
Because he
Say
dribbled
it.
past James Milner in a 0-0.
It looks so sharp. It's just a bit raw. It's too raw.
By the way, I didn't realise he signed in January.
Yeah.
Do you know why? That game against Liverpool in my head was like in the summer.
No, it's nighttime.
What? No, it was. It was when James Milner's playing right back, wasn't
But
it?
it was like, I think it was one of them classic January days where
Say
it was
that name.
bright and sunny.
Do you know what all his highlights?
Nuzreko
I said
for
nighttime?
West Ham. No, Mudryk.
Yeah.
All his highlights.
He's gonna come good.
Shakhtar, wherever it was, were all at night. So that's his winter signing.
Oh, yeah, because winter sun.
You dodged the bullet with it.
89
Should we go around the
million.
table this way?
Yeah,
Because
go
I've got
on.
a couple few different names and different orders for stuff as well. 10th, I got Weghorst to Burnley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 goals in 22 games. They
fucking
needed a
hate him.
striker, and he did not solve the
Him and
problem
Fulk
whatsoever.
can fuck off.
Funny about that as well. When he went on loan to
Remember your road to glory around him?
I loved King Weghorst is like he's so good. He went on loan to who is it? Besiktas and Hoffenheim. He actually scored quite a few goals.
Had a good rep coming in.
But then obviously he went on
Good for
loan.
Holland as well.
Yeah.
And then when he went on loan to United, he's been voted the worst signing ever
Can't
For
be
United.
for Man United. Yeah,
be the
which is a bit
worst
harsh.
ever
I think it's a
United
bit
signing.
harsh.
That is harsh. What about Jemba
They
Jemba?
are.
Didn't score a league goal for United, did he?
No, he didn't score.
He played like most of the games as well.
Number 9, my loans are quite low down because I feel like it's a little bit unfair. I've got Pato to Chelsea.
Okay, I didn't really put loans.
2 appearances.
Well,
2 appearances and then straight back to Brazil, but because it's a loan,
It was probably like a good, decent fee with that as well to get Pato on loan. I imagine the
gone
actually
Falcao
spent
as
as
well.
well.
300 grand.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Oh,
have
they
spent
don't
a bit of money on that.
Number 8, based on Arsenal history, Kim Kallstrom joined, spent 6 months there, made 3 appearances. He actually got signed with an injured back during his medical, and they signed him anyway.
He's on a free though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, he's still alone. Like, you try and get someone in to solve a midfield problem, and it's just
Oh, was he loan? Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought he was permanent.
7. Just because the result wasn't what they were trying to buy. Wilfred Boney to Man City.
Yeah.
35 million quid.
Yeah, didn't score the goals that he did
No,
at Swansea.
I think did Pep buy him?
No, what?
I think Pep was. He played.
What?
Under,
No,
What
wait,
the fuck have you
no, it's
just
like-
said?
no, Pep played under. He played under Pep.
Man City?
He played under Pep at Man City.
might
No,
have
but,
done,
He did.
but-
Pep did
No.
not
Was
buy
it not?
Boney.
He played under Pep at Man
Pep
City.
didn't buy Boney, like, that would be mental.
15,
14,
16.
15.
When
He
did
played-
Pep come in that year?
16,
wasn't it?
wasn't it?
No,
Yeah.
he come in 15, 16.
I feel like, in my head, he
He
came
played
in
under
even
Pep. He
earlier.
fucking played under Pep.
No,
he,
you said
might
sign.
be right.
And Pep was like, "Get out of my club."
He didn't. He didn't.
was Pep the year after?
Pep was,
Pep was
He
the year
did.
after. Pep joined the year after.
No, he played under Pep.
Leicester won the league.
No, Pep
Yeah,
got
And then,
out.
10
and then
years
he
for
didn't
Pep-
win in his
Pep-
first
Pep's
season
10th
because
year
Conte
now.
won
Yeah,
it.
you're wrong. You're wrong.
No, I'm not.
This was his first
Pep
season.
sign him.
2016, 17 was his first season.
Yeah,
because
you're
Conte
right.
won the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest
Theo,
of
just accept it.
And then he got rid of Bowden
Wait,
that
you should
summer.
type in Pep
No,
Guardiola
Pep-
managing.
He played under Pep because Pep got rid of him.
So he didn't play under him.
Short answer, no, ChatGPT just
I
said.
think he did.
I thought
Now
Guardiola
he's changing the source. You don't trust
Came in and-
ChatGPT anymore.
There you go.
Yeah, Pep came in
Their time at City
2016.
overlapped on paper, but they didn't do it on the pitch. He left in the summer of 2016 because Pep got rid of him when he joined.
Yes,
He
he
didn't
sold
play
it.
under Pep.
Yeah, but he got rid of him. He was at the club at the same time.
You started off saying,
changed
I'm sorry, you started off
2
saying
years
that he
apart.
signed him, and
They-
now all of a
they-
sudden it's
Yeah,
on
you
him.
said he
You started off
signed
saying
him.
that he signed him.
They were both employed by Man City at the same time.
That wasn't your argument.
Okay.
There you
Right,
go.
let's carry on.
They both
yeah.
went in the same entrance door.
I've got the same names, different order
Pep
now,
said,
so it's no
"Bye-bye,
real,
son."
no real change. 6, I've got Boomsong. 5th, I've got Andy Carroll. 4th, Victor Christensen. That's
He's not worse than Carroll.
23 mil.
I know, but
for
but
like,
Carroll was
35.
35 10 years before.
now I know. And Suarez was signed on the same day that Andy Carroll was. Did you know that?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I remember the photo they had together.
No,
but
but I'm saying if you pay 23 mil for the most expensive export from Denmark.
No,
And then,
but
and then you
it's
get
not
you
as
get-
bad as
worse than
Carroll.
Carroll.
It's not
No,
as
you
bad
get-
as
In
Carroll.
relativity, Carroll was like 70, 80 million in that money
And
when
he didn't
Christiansen
do
was
anything
signed
for
and
them,
was
really.
terrible.
He's got
That's
11
my
goals.
opinion. I
And they
think it was
really
worth-
struggled to get rid of him as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I mean, he played what, like 3 games, and then you got
scored 11
23 mil.
Oh, right.
So that's quite impressive. And then you get relegated after paying that much money.
You got relegated.
Third, Sanchez to United, swap deal. Does anyone remember his piano announcement?
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
You know, he apparently
he never wanted to go, did he?
within a
apparently?
week he was like, send me back to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Because
the dogs
Arsenal are
as
just
well.
such a good club. They won't even.
The dogs didn't want to be there. They didn't like the weather.
What, Wynn?
No, Alexis's dogs.
I've heard Wynn's dead.
That can't be true. Surely not. Don't tell me like that on a Monday morning.
What's
Just a
Sanchez's dogs
rumour.
called again?
Jesus.
There's 2 of them. They're...
Lose and bottle.
Oh, brilliant.
Go on then.
He actually didn't really do that. Awesome. Torres to Chelsea in 2, and then Mudryk first.
Very good list. I shall continue with, I don't think any different. I've got one different name in here. Weghorst, 10th. I can't stand him. Fuck him.
Oh, he's a fucking legend.
Who's not? 9th.
my FIFA.
Boney to City. Obviously, Pep Guardiola brought him in. Terrible sign by him.
No, he didn't bring him. He got rid of him.
Was Boney that bad?
35 million.
But the player that they wanted. If that's how we're doing the Torres.
Get his stats. I'm not.
If you defend
I'm not
Boney, I think you might defend the next
I'm
player.
not questioning you. I'm
actually.
just not sure. Therefore, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
6 goals in 36
I think you
games.
might defend. You might defend this next name.
That's like Gyökeres level in it, I suppose.
Because next in the list, I've actually went Alfonso Alves de Bera. I don't know if you remember.
no, his record wasn't that bad.
I remember at the time having my
I
best.
even know.
My best.
Worldie.
He scored a hat trick once, and then
It was
that's it.
against City in the 8-1, wasn't it? But-
No, I remember my best
no,
mate's
it's
a Bera
Alfonso.
fan.
It's not Al.
Is this when you were supporting them?
No, my best mate's a Bera fan.
10
I
in
remember he
42.
signed him, and he was like, "Yeah, this
It's all right,
guy's
innit?
going to be fucking unbelievable." He was shit.
Mate, that's not that bad.
It is shit.
10 in 42.
He was shit. I remember
He
his
was a
goals
lot of
average
money at
out-
the
It was so
time.
expensive at the
he
time.
came with a massive.
He was a lot of
It was
money
a
at the
lot
time.
of money.
Yeah.
That first season, he got 6 goals in 11
How much
games.
was he?
Yeah.
Her
It was
and
about
Veen.
11 million.
Her and Veen were like at that time they had like Huntelaar come through. They had quite a lot of strikers who scored loads of goals in the shit league, didn't they? But
12
million in 2007.
Because at the time as well,
Quite a lot.
Bera
Henry
didn't know
left at
because
16.
Bera
Yeah,
didn't
that is a
make
lot of money.
Bera
It's a
didn't
lot.
make signings of like this
Yeah.
amount as well. It's like I
nah,
remember-
they did like Janino, Ravanelli.
I just remember-
Borough were known for signing.
I
like,
just-
Didn't Southgate sign him?
possibly.
Yeah, it would have been. I just remember at the time you used to work it out, and it was like, yeah, it's 2 million per
Yeah, but
goal
his
at this
first,
point.
they signed him and he scored
Making
6
notes.
and 11.
Fuck him. Yeah, no, but then he was shit.
Didn't he sign him?
I think that's harsh.
He got 1 in 2 the first season.
I
he was
agree,
there.
it's probably harsh. Like, this is more from like I just remember from
This bloke,
childhood.
hang on, this
rinsing
bloke
me
has
for
come
him.
to the Premier League and got 6 goals since January. And
He wasn't a good. He wasn't a successful signing.
No, I'm not claiming he's successful, but to put him in the top 10 is a bit harsh.
Yeah, fuck him.
He's still
he
their
did.
second most expensive signing ever.
Jesus.
Ekiog for 12 million in 2001. Jesus.
Jordan
Jordan Rhodes.
Jordan Rhodes.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
Braithwaite,
Gareth
richest
Southgate.
bowler.
All good.
No, yeah, no, he definitely wasn't a success with the reputation he
I
had.
think it's more from my memory of.
He was good on FIFA though, and he had nice boots.
Was he good in FIFA? I can't really remember.
Lewis, I remember Middlesbrough fans going mad about it. In the
Yeah.
North East, it was quite a big thing.
Actually,
No, it was a
He
massive
He
signing.
wouldn't-
Yeah.
My mate wouldn't shut the fuck up about him, and then he went
Probably
on to
a
be
bigger deal
shit.
Didn't he
you, wouldn't
score? Didn't he score like 8 goals in one game for Heerenveen?
Yeah, so he had a mad
Yeah, it
record
was
there.
ridiculous.
Anyways, 7th Quadrado to Chelsea.
Yes. I think I've got that one down.
Did no one else have that already?
No.
Yeah, mate, he started 4 games
This
for Chelsea.
wasn't it, was it? It was
He
weird.
went,
He wasn't a lot of money though, was he?
it's 23 million quid.
I thought he was like
He's
12.
23, and he got loaned to Juventus at the end of the season in the summer.
He was good there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then
He's
a
been
year
good
later,
there, yeah.
he went back to Juventus permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad one. That.
And when he signed in January, do you know who went the other way?
Who?
Salah on loan.
To where? To Roma?
Fiorentina.
Fiorentina, was it?
Fiorentina, I think.
6th, I went Samba to QPR. 5th, Boom Song. 4th, Sanchez. 3rd, Carroll. Did you hear the story about Carroll signing to West Ham,
Yeah,
actually?
Fiorentina,
No, go on.
So, like, Sam Allardyce was like, he was injured.
Friend of the show.
Carroll was injured, and he's like, oh, but it's such a good deal. And, that. And so they decided to get him in, and he's like, yeah, we'll get him in, he'll work hard. He was known as a party goer. And then, like, a week later, he was on holiday. You could see him, he was drunk on a street, just like fucking.
I saw him in Canary Wharf Breakfast Club when he was at West Ham, just totally randomly.
He had
Did
a.
you say hello?
Nah.
I saw him the other day.
Andy Carroll?
Yeah, in Westfield.
Shelby told a story
say hello?
the other.
No, he was with his kids.
Hello,
Shelby
friend of the
Plays
show.
with Dagenham Richards now, doesn't he?
Shelby told a story the other week about him and Lascelles
Shelby?
having a fight on a night out in Newcastle.
Nice.
And apparently Jeff Hendrick was in the corner, property's blazed. And And they were like, "Are you going to stop anything here?" And he's like, "Just let him have it." He was pleased. Apparently, he had like snussing and everything.
Snuffs back then.
Back then?
Yeah.
What?
That was this would have been on his second when he came back, and he was.
What year would this be?
When he came back.
What year?
2017.
Yeah. No, it was it. No, it was later than that.
Can't be that
By the
popular.
way,
Unless there's any Swedes.
By the
Were there
way,
any Swedes at
By the way,
Newcastle
Snuss
at
has
that
been
point?
around for ages.
Yeah, I know, but
How
not
long's
really in
Kraft
the
been
UK,
at the
has
club?
it?
How long's Kraft been at the club? That long?
No, it has.
When
was
did
only
Andy Carroll
popularised,
return? Yeah, 2020.
Unless they got
2019, 2020.
Shit, I can't imagine people doing that 7 years ago.
100%.
You reckon?
Yeah.
In Sweden?
Snuzz was a massive thing when
Especially when you have
when
like
I was
lots
a
of.
D2 athlete.
Especially if you have lots of different.
I was like 2018.
You have lots of different nationalities coming into the club as well.
That's what we're
don't you?
saying!
So you'll have
Yeah, no, yeah,
Snussi
it's-
Konkani.
We're just cross-referencing it, mate.
Second Torres, first Mudryk.
Harsh on Mudryk.
We're going to have to get the VAR TikTok account to figure out if he had snus in or not.
That's what Shelv said. Shelv dog wouldn't lie.
Shelf dog.
He also said that Rafa Benitez went over to Cardalo's plate. He said, "Oh, is that a shrimp?" He picked up, bit half of it, and then put it back on the same plate.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, but
How do you know this?
Alpha male.
Shelby said on the podcast.
Alpha moves, that is.
I'm the manager.
Alpha moves.
Right, so my turn, eh? Let's go. We've all said all the names except one.
Ooh.
I got Boomsong. 8 million from Rangers. Shit money. 9, Zaha one. I remember this Zaha one. Everyone was like, he's going to be fucking so good.
It was a big deal.
It was such a. It was 10 million quid. He only to pay only 4 times.
Yeah.
And just
Did
go
they not
straight back
stick it
on.
out with him a little bit.
No, you
But
went. No, because remember they signed him. They sent him back to Palace on loan, didn't they?
Yeah.
That week.
That week.
And then they sent him on loan in the summer, and then he just went back to Palace.
Yeah.
And he went to Cardiff as well on loan, didn't he? I then got Quadrado. I think that's a disgrace signing. In 7, I got Veghorst. In 6, this is the researched one. Obviously, Guido Carrillo, the Southampton player.
Yeah. I
Signed him.
saw him come up on the things, but I don't remember him.
Well, no, I didn't remember it. But when I looked into it, but I said this is the
You shouldn't have
researched
said
one.
that. You shouldn't have said that.
No,
You could have played off as
I
ball
researched,
knowledge.
but this is. I read into it and I thought that's fucking awful.
He deserves a
19
shout.
million quid. He was used as part of the Van Dijk money.
Yeah.
He never scored for them, and then he left out on loan that summer
Yeah.
and gone.
Yeah.
I got him.
He did have it. I got.
Gone. Never scored. 19 million quid. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot
for
to
Southampton
throw
spend
down
on-
the fucking
Yeah.
pan, isn't it?
Just go, yeah, 20 million quid gone.
Yeah.
And plus the wages.
Yeah. I saw him, but I just don't remember him.
No, I don't, but I thought
yeah.
I had to put it in because obviously Southampton fans probably livid.
It's quite high then, if you didn't.
It's awful. It's awful.
I mean, you put him quite high on your list.
In 5, I've got Andy Carroll. In 4, I've got Chris Samba, as we previously
I think
discussed.
Samba's worse than Carroll.
Mate, he was 100 grand a week.
So was Carroll.
At
Carroll would have been a lot.
QPR. It's Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, but
versus
they lived the
QPR.
dream.
He ruined QPR.
They lived the dream. They had Cesare at one point. It was
I had
going
Carroll in
mental.
5th, mate, so I'm
Mate,
not even
he
going
got-
to
QPR
they got
that period
relegated
was
that
unreal.
season.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They got
fair enough.
They
relegated.
had like Remy. What a time for QPR.
Jesus.
Granero.
But it was mental, wasn't it? It was
think
just
the
like
great-
fuck it.
Ferdinand.
Cesar-
Like they couldn't afford the biggest players, but they're like, let's get all these names.
Cesar's
in.
the craziest one, I think.
He was all right for them, though.
But why is he at QPR?
Money.
Yeah,
I love
Central London.
Now, who else did they get? There's another big name that they got in defence. I can't remember. It was like,
Ferdinand.
no,
Amber?
midfield. They had like a big fucking name.
the-
No, it was like Italian.
Who?
Did they get Cambiasso?
No, that was
That was
Leicester.
Leicester.
Oh, yeah.
Friend of the show, actually.
Okay.
Shall we have a look at the QPR after?
Yeah, no, it was Leicester who got Cambiasso
He's a
on
friend
it.
of the show.
All right, carry on.
3, I got Alexis Sanchez. I think that was such a...
400 grand a week he was on at United as well.
Who was? Alexis Sanchez.
Swinger.
He
Singa,
ran great.
Granero.
And do you know-
Tel Benhaim.
Benaim.
Genus. I forgot
Bossingwa.
Genus.
Mate, this was
Toilet.
Cesar Baswinger,
Park
Ji Sung. Yeah, it was unreal
But
period of football.
think about all the wages them lot
Mate,
are on.
Yeah,
Andy
not the
Johnson as
fees,
well.
It's the wages, isn't it?
Fuck it.
But I just enjoyed that period. They were fun to play on a
That's just a
FIFA.
team of
Yeah.
streets won't forget.
It's just
Yeah.
random, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you ever played with like a 4-star
It was
team,
like a
just play-
FIFA team that
yeah,
you
it
made
was.
on
It's
a
just not
budget,
the
isn't
players
it?
you want when you're in a relegation fight. They don't
Not
give
at all.
they do not give a single
Surprised
fuck.
Cranchar weren't on that list with his relationship with Redknapp.
He did sign for QPR.
But he's not in this team.
I think it was the
When
year
was
before, maybe.
Andy Johnson as well, knocking about.
Jibril
Johnson.
Cisse out on loan. He's already at the team.
Jeez.
He's DJ Campbell.
Robbles. I forgot he was
Yeah,
there.
what a time for football that
You
was.
know.
Yeah.
The Sanchez one. We got
Fabio?
Mkhitaryan in return, didn't we?
Yep.
He was all right for us, actually.
He's not.
You got
yeah,
the better end of that deal.
Yeah, we got a better player than Sanchez was. I
And it was
I
the
can't
Aubameyang
believe
ex-Mickey
the
link-up
drop
where
off
they
he
announced
had,
each other.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
It's bonkers, wasn't it? 2, I got Torres. He played. He had more appearances for Chelsea and Liverpool,
Did he really?
and had a third of the goals.
Wow.
He was all right. He
Nostalgia
wasn't.
bias.
He, like,
A third of the goals.
It was more just
Obviously,
him
I've still
missing
got him in my
chances.
list.
Do
But-
you remember seeing the
50
side by
million quid,
sides of it was like Torres at Liverpool and then Torres at Chelsea, and it'd be the exact same position. He'd score from
I
one
don't-
and then
Yeah.
he'd hit like 10 yards.
I don't
wide
think
in
there's
Chelsea.
many examples of like a player with confidence and without confidence,
yeah,
and like
yeah,
how
yeah,
much
yeah.
of an impact it has.
Yeah, good point.
50 million quid in that. Like,
Can I ask you a question on Torres? Just thinking about it. Do you think he'd look back at Liverpool better than Chelsea, even though we won all the trophies
Yes.
at Chelsea?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so,
definitely.
yeah.
I
He's
think
revered at that
you'd
club,
rather have
isn't
his
he?
individual years than his
100%.
medals.
Do they
Yeah.
still like him?
Yeah, they love
After you
Torres.
fuck
at
him off.
Liverpool.
yeah, they love him. How much is 50 million quid in this day and age? 100 mil?
130
Yeah.
probably.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it depends
When
what-
was that? 2010, something like that.
2010,
Yeah.
2011,
You're
January
looking at
2011.
130 million. Type it in. Actually, you can do the football
What is 50 million?
inflation.
Yeah. And then one, obviously, I have Mudryk, £89 million to get banned for 4 years. And his number, he actually doesn't have a squad number.
Yeah, well, he's
They
not
gave
playing.
him Palmer, number 10.
Well, he's going to be
not good.
he's going to be a sprinter, isn't he?
He's a Ukrainian
He's
sprinter.
going to win the Ballon d'Or.
160
In the,
million
Yeah,
euros.
That's actually a really good way of measuring things.
Yeah.
In the steroid Olympics.
Torres 160 million euros.
One
today's
player
money.
who I don't think he's mentioned, Kostas Mitroglou.
Yeah, I
Him at
saw him
Fulham.
come
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
He
yeah,
played-
yeah,
What is it, 13 million?
yeah. He was bad.
Yeah.
The
Mitroglou.
striker. He was bad.
You won't remember him because he never played.
He was Fulham, wasn't it?
Fulham.
Yeah, record signing. I always remember him.
Yeah. He was so bad.
You know, he looks like Nick Kyrgios.
Fulham come in 3 goals, 0 goals. Three games, 0 goals.
3 goals, a goal a game.
3 goals, 0 games.
Goal a game.
Let us know if we have missed out any players, maybe from your club. Let us know your
Yeah,
club's worst ever transfer in January.
Cisco, except it wasn't in January. Can you
And
remember?
No, he
Cisco?
signed for Man United, mate.
Was
Can you
it Sesko?
Can you remember Cisco that we got?
Oh,
We
wait,
signed.
XISCO.
That was a Mike Ashley business deal. That.
This guy here.
wait
XISCO.
the one with the big hair from
I
Borough.
can't remember. I couldn't tell you what he. I couldn't tell you what.
Xavier.
I genuinely
Cisco
couldn't
was
tell
the
you
striker.
what he looks like because he
there.
came in and went on loan back to the same team he signed for 3 seasons in a row. What it felt like.
This is around the
Oh,
time
no,
you signed
different one.
Boom Song, like you signed Albert Luque.
This is what got Keegan why he left.
Yeah.
Did right,
Because
good guy,
Cisco just arrived at training and he's like, I didn't fucking ask for this guy.
Nine, look, he was there.
Yeah.
He was there
How
for
about
5 years, played 9 games, scored 1 goal.
Yeah, he just got loaned back out every year.
He actually has a good record though across his career.
Fuck
Does
him.
he?
Well, some players that
We
do
signed
come
him
to
from
the
like
Premier
we
League.
signed him from
Like
yeah.
fucking Pato.
the owners of the team we signed him from. I'm sure had like a business
But
deal
one
with
in 3.
Ashley. It was some bullshit.
Right, isn't it?
1 in 3's all right.
Yeah, but he's playing in like the 2nd division of most places.
Yeah,
like,
allow it, man. La Liga and all that.